Go live. I'm not sure if we're live yet or not because Zoom always says that it's preparing the stream. Okay, I think we're live. Hello, Rocky Road. One of the dogs is saying that he's rather hungry. Oh. But yes. Since we're live, I want to show you. Come here. Okay. So Rocky, here's Rocky Road. He's going to help me with the presentation today. He says, I am rather hungry. Please feed me. So it's not time yet, but we're going to talk today a little something before you go about mindfulness. Okay. And the calendar, I found this really cool calendar online with different topics for every day. And today's topic is supposed to be the powerful habit of mindful focus. And tomorrow's was supposed to be how to always be present and focused on enjoying the moment. Okay, well, those are pretty much similar. How much do you really want to talk about the powerful habit and then learn how to do it? Because basically, let's just learn how to do it. I'll tell you why it's important, because let's look at it from a logical standpoint. What happened in the past is done. It's gone. You can't change it. Okay. You can't go back. I can't go back and not pick up the dog. Okay. Right. It's not going to happen. So why do we spend any time worrying about what happened in the past and regretting what happened in the past? What you can do is learn a lesson from something that happened in the past, but you can't go back there and change anything. So there is absolutely no use to being in the past and worrying about it and regretting it and everything else. Okay. The future. Okay. What we worry about happening may or may not ever happen. So why are we worried about it? We can plan and we can take steps to try to make sure that what we want to have happen is going to happen, but there are no guarantees, are there? Another thing I should say is that we spend an awful lot of time saying to ourselves, I'll be happy when this happens. I'll be happy when I get this kind of job or make this kind of money or have this possession or live in this place or be somewhere other than where I am right now. Okay. And the problem is, if any of you are guilty of that, you know, as well as I do, that that doesn't work. Okay. If you can't be happy with this moment right now, you're not going to be any happier when you get to any of those things. Okay. So that doesn't mean that we shouldn't plan. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't have goals. Of course we should. But we also have to be flexible in those goals and flexible in those plans and also learn how to enjoy this moment right now, because we spend 100% of our time in this moment right now. Think about that. Okay. So it makes logical sense to stay in this moment right now, doesn't it? Okay. Our lives are made up of all the in-between moments between the milestones. The milestones make up this much, but those are the pins that we put in our lives to measure time. Okay. We spend most of our time not in those milestones, but in everyday life. So it's only logical and it just makes sense to stay in right now, doesn't it? Okay, so how do you do that? And that's what we're going to talk about. Be engaged with the moment right now. Multitasking, like what I'm doing right now, trying to hold the dog and talk to you, is not a good idea. Okay, you want to be focused on what you're doing right now. Focus on the moment. Focus on the experience of the moment. Be curious, be enthusiastic about it, no matter how good or bad or boring or wonderful or not it is. There are strategies for dealing with moments that stink. Okay. And we're not going to talk about that today because that's a whole other video, but it's possible to do. And the idea is to reframe your experience of this moment into something that is positive or is a lesson that we're learning. And see, I'm learning the lesson right now is that I should never have picked up this dog. Okay, so I'm going to put him down. Okay. And let him go off and with his sister down here. They're wanting their dinner, which is a little too early. Yes, that was Priscilla, who you cannot see. Shh. But we want to be mindful in the moment. Focus on what you're doing now. Find the positives about it. Find what's wonderful and awesome and amazing about it. Give you an example, washing the dishes, okay? Washing the dishes, and the soap suds are soft on your hands and they reflect the light, and there are all kinds of wonderful tactile experiences that go along with washing the dishes. So while we might view it as being a chore, there are wonderful things that are part of it too. Focus on those, okay? Focus, like the task that I'm doing right now, talking to you, I'm focused on doing that, okay? I'm enjoying the experience. As ridiculous as that might sound, because I'm not really good at this, but that's okay. I'm enjoying the teaching moment. Okay. So you see where I'm going there. Notice what's around you. Find the wonder and the awe. Look at the parts of nature that you can experience, like little hungry dogs. It's amazing that they know how to communicate with us. Okay. I know exactly what they want, and they know exactly what I'm doing, that I'm ignoring them. Okay. So think about nature and how wonderful and awesome and amazing it is. Notice it, engage with it, experience it. Notice and appreciate in the moment the wonders of technology. I am talking to you from my office in my home on a camera, and the signal's going out through the air. It's not even connected by a wire. That's amazing. That's a miracle. Our cell phones, okay? This is a computer you can hold in your hand. And this is something that also you could talk to other people and communicate with them via text or whatever without a wire. Okay, well, I'm plugged in because I've drained the battery, right? But how many of us do that every day? But how awesome is this? Okay, if we brought, and I say this all the time, if we bring Ben Franklin back from 1776 and plop him in your living room and turn on Netflix, he'd probably have a heart attack. These are things that we take for granted every day. So focus on this moment and the wonder and awe and amazement in this moment. And another time, we're going to talk about what to do when the moment stinks, because there are ways to turn that around, to reframe your experience of that. And also, there are ways to be organized and keep track of what needs to be done so that you're not always thinking about the next thing that you have to do, right? That's just very key, to be organized and to have a plan so that you don't have to keep all that stuff in the front of your head. If you like what you've heard today, and you're interested in learning more, here's the commercial. Yes, I give a commercial every time. I am a certified life coach, and I teach people from dysfunctional families and also teenagers the life skills and the tools that you need to manage stress, to deal with the frustration of life, to move forward, to set and achieve goals, and to wake up happy in the morning. Isn't that what we all want anyway, is to wake up happy in the morning? So if you're interested in learning more about how to do that, especially learning mindfulness, because that's part of it, I would love to invite you to go to www.thequietzonecoaching.com. In the comments section underneath here, I'll put the address down so that you can sign up and grab your very own essential life skills diagnostic session. It is a real coaching session, and we will sit down and see what's going on in your life, what's holding you back from waking up happy in the morning, and how I can help you get where you need to be. You will walk away with at least one actionable strategy to do that. So I invite you to go over and take a look and engage, and we'll talk, and we'll see if we can't help you wake up happy in the morning for a change. Have a wonderful, awesome evening, and I will see you back here again tomorrow, hopefully at 4:15, God willing.